Here today is Mr. Jimmy Soda.
Call me Fizz.
Okay, Fizz. Could you just give us a quick tribute about your dear friend that we've lost?
Everybody, you've heard the tributes from just about everybody when David passed away suddenly. A couple of days after his birthday as well. For myself, everybody will talk about his work and the stuff that he did and the influences. To me, he was a friend. He was a friend. He was a guy that figured very heavily in my whole makeup.
Well, he was really more than a friend, wasn't he?
Well, yeah.
He kind of saved you and your career when you both moved to Germany.
Well, not only did he figure in my makeup, he ended up doing my makeup at one point. That's the kind of guy he was. We decamped, as he used to say, because he was, the guy was a limey. So, we decamped, as he said, to first of all to Leipzig, and then to Frankfurt, because I had it was well known.
With both of you,
yeah.
You both well documented your awful addiction,
yeah.
And yet you end up in Frankfurt, the sausage capital of the world, when both of you are addicted to hot dogs.
Well, look, what happened was when we were laying down some tracks in both in New York and later on in London's Camden Town, we were all about getting out on the gas. And very often there was nothing. We were guys together, and there's nothing in the pantry, as David would call it.
Wasn't the temptation too much?
Well, in the pantry back in Camden and New York, we would survive on these frankfurters. So it got to the point where I'd be on just outside the Roosevelt, and there was a lovely hot dog vendor there, and David wanted to try all things American. And so it was hot dog, and then straight on, the beer and other substances. And then before we knew it, there were no other substances. All it was hot dogs and frankfurters. We didn't know what frankfurters were until we got to Frankfurt. So we decamped to Frankfurt to get off the stuff, and the very thing that we wanted to get off of was indeed there in Frankfurt. You could get 6-inch long, 12-inch long, and the hot dogs were pretty big as well. You see what I did there, but that whole scene, we laid down some tracks. We recorded 4 albums in 2.5 days, which is slow by, our output. But look at some of those albums. We had albums out there, David had Zeros and Flow, and I had, Car Seater and, the Lunatic. These were great albums. 4 albums in 2.5 days, and that's what I remember about David. The sausages, the frankfurters, the hold the onions. That's my crazy recollection of David.
And when was the last time you saw him?
1972. 1972. Then again in 1979, and then 1981, 1989. 1991, and again in 1997, twice in 97, actually. And, I just want to say,
So you haven't seen him for 20 years?
Yeah, but we were close. A friend is like a book. A friend is like a book. You know where they are, but you don't always need them. But you know where they are if you need them. It's an old the Massachusetts saying, where I come from originally.
Right, well, thank you very much for speaking to us today.
Well, it's great, and just for all the fans of David out there, always remember there's old wave and there's new wave, and that's pretty much it, really. Thank you very much. What's your name, Joanna? Can we get a coffee after? Anybody got coffee?